Hi everyone, my name is Alexander Yakovlev, and today I want to speak with you about some interesting theme that was fascinating me and fulfilling my life with a sense for many years. This is a formula of 2%. This is a miracle, to my understanding. Take a look. Only 2%. It's not too much, whatever it is. But first of all, I want to tell you a story that has happened to me when I was in Japan. In the middle of the week, I went to their Japanese cafe to have a breakfast. It was 11 o'clock or something like this. And nearby, managers in the next Japanese room were having a big celebration. They had a big table, a lot of food. They were laughing. But the strange point is that they were all managers and they were all in official suits. Wow, I thought. That's maybe the miracle of Japan. They're drinking from the morning, no? I was really surprised. When I came back home to Moscow, I asked my teacher, who worked in Japan for half of his life, and he explained to me that it wasn't a party, real party. There was no alcohol. It was circles of quality. Circles of quality. What does it mean? It means that the company pays for the cafe, for the table, pays the possibility that their staff can relax in the middle of the day or even in the morning. Why? The point is that when we are relaxed, when we have fun, when we are not under stress, our brain works really fast, really creatively. Our brain functions on a high levels, and it gives a very brilliant ideas. All these people were discussing the new ideas, the new ways of improving their process of their production, of their services, of their work, of the atmosphere of their work, and so on and so on. They create ideas in a relaxed situation, in a relaxed state of mind, with jokes, with the fun, and so on and so on. Usually there were 4 to 7 people take part in such meetings. I don't know why, but psychologists found out that this is the best number of people. So finally, at the end of their party, they put down all their ideas, how they can improve the process, and they give this list to their bosses. Bosses analyze their ideas, take the best of them, and put it immediately in their work. That's why we have that's why the Japanese goods are of such great quality. And we all know that if on their if there is their mark made in Japan, such as Yamaha, that means that the quality is great. You know yourself by your experience. Let's take a look. There are 2 mobile phones. One of them is very expensive and another one is cheap. Tell me please, is there a big difference between them? I guess not too big difference. They have this phone have a little bit bigger and a little bit of better quality screen. This is not bad, but a little bit less and not of such good quality. They all have nearly the same design. They have cameras. What do you think about cameras? Yeah, you're right. And this phone, the camera is a little bit better than that one. But nevertheless, on this phone, with this phone I can make pretty good pictures. Also the weight, accumulator, and a lot of other little things. They are not differ one from each other greatly, but in little points this phone is better. In the screen, in the camera, in accumulator, in handling, and in its services. So, little bit points that make a great difference. You see? So, let's get down to our formula. Let's put all this idea to this formula. I have decided to implement all these knowledges about Japanese quality and about experience in Japan to my personal life. Because the most important business project, so to say, in our lives is our lives. First of all, we shall manage to live our lives fully, with love, with interest, with passion. And I used this formula. Take a look. Every month, I improve something in my daily routine on 2%. Every month, I improve something in my daily routine on 2%. What do I mean by saying this? For example, just a simplest formula, simplest example. I wake up in the morning, I go to the bathroom, then I have my breakfast, then I go to work, I do my work, and then back home, watch TV, and then go to bed. That's my daily routine. So I have decided, what can I improve in my life for 2% a month? Yeah, I began taking a cold shower. Every morning, first of all, I wash myself with warm water, and then I switch on the cold water, just cold water in the shower. Whoa. First of all, it was craziness, but nevertheless, I feel myself energetic. I wake very fast, and I have more energy. But also, I began being ill more seldom. Really, it helps me. So then, I have decided to go further. What can I improve the next month? I started reading every time when I get down to underground, to metro. I immediately open the book and begin reading. So to say, in many years, I have read hundreds of books. I have learned 4 languages. I have learned 4 languages in metro. Just reading, just practicing, just studying grammar, new words, and reading classical literature, even Japanese language. It's hard to believe, but I can read that stuff. With a vocabulary, of course, but I can do it. Sounds cool. What do you think? Then I have decided to go further, and I thought, wow, this guy plays guitar pretty good. I want to do it the same way. Hey, I can play guitar. Not maybe very good, but nevertheless, I can do it. So, further dancing, then actors' courses, then courses of massage. Also, I have graduated I have 2 higher educations, such as law, economy, and I have a scientific degree in economy. Now I'm studying English as a translator and interpreter, and so on and so on. So I develop myself every day. I implement something that fascinates me. That fascinates me every day. For example, now I'm working really hard on my brain, such as the thing in a way that I want to understand music more deeply. I want to dance. I was always fascinated by people who can dance so beautifully, and it's so charming. It is a connection with a woman, with the music, with something beautiful. I'll tell you, it's really hard. It's a hell. It was so hard to begin dancing, but it's possible. It took me 1.5 years just to begin dancing, because it's really hard. A lot of different and very hard movements, and also you need to simultaneously listen to the music and to the rhythm and to lead your girl, and so on and so on. But what do you think? Will my life become more interesting? Yes. I will not tell you happier, or maybe everyday happier. No, of course not. Maybe I don't have depressions. No, I have depressions, as we all have. I have ups and downs every time, and life is really hard, but it's interesting, god damn it. I have read in one of the philosophy book that the sense of life of a human being is to develop oneself to the limits. Why not? And the second part of my talk, this is the first part, and the second you will like it also. I found the formula of happiness. Every one of us wants to be happy, but a few of us read how to be happy. Happiness is something, oh, it's like in heaven or in the clouds, somewhere, anywhere, but not in our lives. No, it's not so. And I found also a very simple formula. Believe it or not, but our happiness depends on 50% on one thing, plus 85% on another thing. What is that? 50% is our achievement. Just remember, when you achieve something great, for example, you won a race, you won a competition, you won a competition, you won a race, you got the diploma, you went to the sports gym. It's also achievement. Your child won some prize or was granted for some education in another country. Whatever it is, big or small, everything. Even, I don't know, I have managed to handle this thing like an nunchuck, yeah? I have tried it and it was a little bit of achievement. I can do it more or less good. Okay? So it's also a little bit achievement and it gives the feeling of happiness. The bigger the achievement, the bigger the happiness. And the second one is 85%. It is relationships with other people. We all, if you go back in your memory, in your recollections, you will find out that the happiest moments in your life are always connected and linked with other people. The other people were with you at that moment. It may be your birthday, it may be your marriage, it may be your girlfriend or whatever it is, your friends, your very close friends. And we always happy in a degree how we communicate with other people. If our communication is good, is nice, is filled with the heart, we are happy. If it's not, we are not happy. We are unhappy. Remember that. For example, another thing, your colleagues. Sometimes people work in the job that are low paid, very far from home, and the conditions are pretty bad, but nevertheless they like their job. Why? Because the colleagues are good people, they are all in their team, they have much in common, and a person who goes to such job, he goes not to the job, he goes to his family, and that's why they like the job. Another job, for example, is very good paid, a lot of possibility of promotion, and in a big office near the home, everything is perfect, except one thing. The colleagues are really squirrelers. They fight every day. They make they're like spies. They're like enemies to each other. And that's why we hate this job. We are going not to our family. We went to the war every day, and we are frustrated and we're depressed, and we even don't want money anymore. They just want to get out. So please remember that. How you can use it? Try to use it. Try to improve something in your life, and you will be happy. And always improve yourself in your relationship with other people. I have read many books about communication with other people, about relationship with other people, and it was of great help to me. Not that I can handle any situation with any people, it's impossible, but nevertheless I can hurriedly communicate with other people. So please try that. I think it's interesting. Okay? So thank you for the listening and thank you for your time. And if you want some questions, you can always ask me. And if you want to some books that was helpful to me, I always give it to you because it's good, it's fun and it's cool. Okay, thank you for your time. Goodbye.